have a picture that he sent us.
That's a spray can of Pam.
Oh.
Don't tell me what to put up my ass, sir.
You would stick your in a...
There's been... What?
Hello!
When a stranger calls.
Hello?
Oh my God, hello?
Welcome to Harlan Williams and Howie Mandel's podcast called When a Stranger Calls. And what we're talking about as we start is we got new chairs.
Yeah.
Because I said to Harlan the last time on the last episode when we finished, I go, how was that? He goes, I didn't like the chairs. His ass hurt.
Yeah, I think I got spinal bifida, actually, from the chair.
So anyway,
Yeah.
You don't know, we're giving you a little behind the scenes with an underline on the behind.
Yeah.
So you're happy? Your ass okay for this one?
Well, I don't know who to submit to the invoice to, but I did have $672 in chiropractic work done. So I hope we can, get that taken care of.
All right. Well, listen, the truth is that we are working our asses off just to entertain you.
Yeah.
The only preparation that is done for this is we got new chairs because Harlan says my ass is so sensitive.
Well, how's your spine? It shouldn't be all about me. How's your spine?
I was okay. My ass isn't as sensitive as yours. It wasn't my back, it wasn't my spine. I was actually okay.
What about your vertebrae? Because I think we have 24 of them.
Between us?
Well,
or
between us we have 48.
You are so good in math.
But how's your vertebrae, guy?
I don't know. It's just, I think I'm fine. I'm fine. But these are all good,
caring, loving questions.
You got my back. And that's what I love about him. Anyway, Harlan and I are just two Canadian Toronto boys who said, let's do a podcast. And we said, and Harlan said, what's going to be the subject matter? And I said, I don't know.
Yeah.
And then we said, take calls. And then he said, from who? And I go, strangers. And then we don't know who's going to call us. But if you are listening and watching and commenting and subscribing, you can call us. You look at our social, where is that posted? On social media, right?
The way I saw it, there was a billboard on Sunset Boulevard. Call us. There wasn't? I mean, I dreamt it. Do you ever dream billboards?
No. But
I love dreaming because I love to dream in rectangles, and most billboards are rectangular, and so.
So if you saw Harlan's dream, and you responded to Harlan's dream, if that's how we are posting and getting people to call us, then today no strangers will be calling, because unless you're a dream
machine. Have you ever seen a billboard that's not in a rectangle shape? Be honest.
You want me to be honest?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, where? And what was on it?
I saw...
A billboard, we're talking. They're rectangular. Have you ever seen a round billboard or
no,
a
but
square one?
I have seen a square one.
Where one? Where
did I see it?
Yeah.
On top of a building. There was a big square sign.
What was it at? What was it advertising though?
And there's square ones on the side of buildings in New York City. And I think there are square billboards in Times Square. I think. I could be wrong. But I don't think they're all rectangles. I think they're mostly rectangles, but that's just in your dreams. Anyway, the point of this is we are taking calls and hopefully solving problems, because communication is the best way to solve problems. So if you have any questions or you just want to touch base, we are here. I want to stress that we don't know you. We don't know who's on the phone, and we just take it from there. Is that correct?
Yeah, but have you ever seen a square billboard on the roof of the National Hip Center? Because
I don't think I've ever seen the National Hip Center. Where is the National Hip Center?
It's in Chicago.
Okay. Why were you there?
Well, I just passed the building. But
I heard that
you wouldn't see a square on a hip.
Well, let me tell you something. I think if I'm not wrong, they had a billboard replacement.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
I think that's it. Anyway, what we're doing now is we are just trying to waste time until I'm looking at a screen so that we could see our caller.
Something's happening.
I see a name, but I don't think that name.
Oh.
I saw the name Tammy. Hi, Tammy.
I thought that was Tammy that came in. Because Tammy's
that's
a girl.
Tammy.
No, Tammy's a girl's
Hi,
name.
Tammy.
Hello, can you hear me now, Howie?
I can hear you, Tammy, and so can Harlan.
You can call me whatever you want, but I'm Steve. Tammy's she's the better half. You want to say hi, Tammy?
I was right. Tammy's the one that came in.
That's
Tammy, and that's Steve.
You may want to speak to her. I know she's.
Well, you called us. You.
I did.
Yeah. So this is a new podcast for us, and it's me and Harlan Williams, and
Love it.
you. Well, we haven't done anything. How did you
love you guys.
Aw.
All right. So
We
anyway,
love Tammy. I love Tammy, I think.
better than Steve.
Yeah.
I hear that a lot.
Yeah.
All right, Steve. The floor is yours. Go ahead.
Well, I called in and answered your Instagram because I felt like I would be interesting. I don't know if you have the pictures that I sent in, if those are available. I'm a physician.
Sent us pictures? You're a what?
I did. There was a place to upload a picture and upload a video, and that was one of the most fascinating things. I'm a radiologist by training.
No way. AM or FM?
Say that again?
AM or FM?
ARFM. Shoot. Actually, it's Spotify.
So melanoma?
Yeah, there you go. But as a radiologist, I see unbelievable pictures that are a cross-section of our whole society, basically through images of their bodies. What people do to...
Oh, wow. So these your patients
themselves.
your patients like to do crosswords?
They cross the line is what they cross. I don't know about words or not.
So I'm looking. I have a picture that he sent us.
Okay.
Here's a picture, and you could see it on the screen if you're watching it on YouTube.
Oh.
But if you're just listening to this, do you want to describe what you're seeing there, Harlan?
Well, it looks like an X-ray of a pelvic girdle, and it looks like inside of the pelvic girdle where a baby should be, there is a drinking cup or a big kazoo.
It's a Slurpee cup. It's a sippy cup. And I think that is this a man or a woman that we're looking at?
This is a man, and most often it is men that do this. And
men
you may
put
need to have
sippy
some more
cups.
Training. It's not a sippy cup, and it's
I think
not
it is a
drinking
sippy cup. I think it is a sippy cup, and I think
Well, yeah, because the telltale is there's a straw coming out of the anus.
Yes, there's a straw. It's a sippy cup. So
that is actually that's a spray can of Pam.
Of what?
Pam, the cooking oil that you would
Well,
spray
then
on
how
your
the hell
frying
did
pan.
how the hell did it get stuck if it's Pam?
He's been Pam-pooed.
Well, that's a bit...
Pam-poo.
You know,
Instead
I
of
had a-
shampoo, it's a Pam-poo.
Wow.
No, I think that's great because Pam is, for those that don't know, Pam is what you spray on a
It's a lubricant.
It's a lubricant. So the
It's a
fact that you
nonstick...
go ahead.
Yep.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, it's a nonstick cooking oil that you spray in your pan. Spray in your pan.
But can you imagine? So by putting it in his anus,
Wow.
nothing sticks.
Yeah. So how is it
He's a
stuck up there?
Hey, Harlan, when that sphincter shuts, it shuts hard.
Like an underwater clam?
Say that again.
When the sphincter shuts, it shuts hard. When something's
Good. We should
up
start
there,
selling merch.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to be our first T-shirt.
Although
When
I think that's a line from a Leonard Skinner song.
Oh.
So we might have
when
some
the sphincter
copyright.
shuts,
Yeah.
yeah.
Can you sing it for us?
I don't know that one. I know Leonard, but I think Harlan would do a better job at that coming up with the lyrics.
ahead.
What's the line?
when a
When
sphincter,
the sphincter shuts, it shuts hard.
When a sphincter shuts, it shuts hard. It shuts hard. It shuts hard on my heart, so I can't feel the love, but I grease up my buns and it shuts hard.
Pam, 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 pam.
Got to get a chorus in there about the tightness of it too. I don't know.
By the way,
chorus was Pam.
when you first looked up into the calamari ring and saw the Pam, were your first words, "I can't believe it's not butter"?
Montequea, man, Montequea.
Well, I don't
Yes.
speak French, but
That's
nice
why you
try.
shouldn't cook or fry without pants on. This is a good
Oh.
public service announcement.
Yeah.
This was a really unfortunate accident that I think people need to be aware of as well. As this gentleman was cooking naked, and he just fell backwards against the counter, and this is what happened to him. So, be very careful. You've got to wear protection when you're cooking.
Wow.
I have a stack of these pictures. I have a Mrs. Butterworth's bottle that was very entertaining because you can actually see the configuration of the face and the body because of the density of the glass.
Wait.
One look
Slow down. Do you have that picture for us?
I don't have it where I could upload it right now for you, probably this rapidly, but I do have those photos. I've got a handgun, a light bulb. I've got all sorts of cooking implements.
Ever since the airlines started charging for carry-on, I'm finding there's more and more of this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I love the fact, here's what I love,
yeah.
Steve, and bear with me. God forbid, and I'm not condoning this, but this should happen. Like Mrs. Butterworth, you go, oh, where's the syrup? Where's the syrup? And Papa goes, I'm sorry, I slipped in the kitchen. It's in my ass. And you say, go to the hospital. They go to the hospital. You say, can I please speak to a doctor? Mrs. Butterworth is stuck in my ass.
Imagine when you first see it, though, you'd think it was like an ass goblin. Like you look in someone's
Do you
ass.
believe in that?
Well, when you see a little chubby woman wandering around, that's an ass goblin to me.
Wow. To think that you have all these references, yet all you dream about is billboards, rectangular billboards, is weird.
I would like to see someone with a rectangle billboard up their ass. Of a billboard of Mrs. Butterworth syrup.
But the fact that you download these pictures and then you text them to podcasts is what gets me.
Well, you know what gets me? What gets me is the next time this guy wants to fry some eggs, he's got to squat over his oven and spray his pan right out. It's like a skunk, really, making breakfast.
What?
Well, what about if you had pancakes and you want syrup?
Well, then you got to
call the other guy. This wasn't the same guy. Was it the same guy that had the Pam and the Mrs. Butterworth?
No, this wasn't. But believe it or not, we do see repeat offenders, so to speak. So,
what has been the repeat offender? What were the objects of note?
Usually screwdrivers. And lots of how should we say, bedroom implements, sex toys.
But screwdrivers. Let's stop there.
Yeah.
Why would you the screwdriver?
Phillips or flathead?
That's always our guess when we see the X-ray. We put some money down on whether it's going to be a Phillips or a flathead when it comes out, or it might be one of those hex, screwdrivers too.
Going in from that side, is it possible to loosen your nuts?
Great question.
It depends. I mean, there are. It depends on whether how far down they hang and how long the screwdriver is.
You know, what you got to ask yourself, too, is how ambidextrous is Mrs. Butterworth's hands, and could she use a screwdriver up there? I mean, she does have arms, so she's up there. Maybe the screwdriver went up to help her find a way out. It's like an escape room, but it stinks.
I don't know who's sponsoring this particular episode, but this would be good if the people backstage of our podcast are listening. You may want to call the people from Pam or Mrs. Butterworth. This is you talk about brand integration. This is like brand insertion.
That would be a wonderful advertisement. Mrs. Butterworth would be great. Gun control. We do have handguns. I've got a .38 caliber, a short nose up somebody's rear.
That's a tough way to commit suicide. I'd just jump off a building, I think.
That's not the way to commit suicide. That is, if you get it, that person is licensed to conceal for a concealed weapon.
Exactly right.
And who wants to buy a holster?
Conceal and carry. Yeah.
Yeah.
We wondered how quickly they'd be able to get it out and use it if it came to that. But.
Wow.
Wow, you don't want to fart with a gun up your ass. I mean, you'd shoot your head off. You'd shoot your head off.
The person that had the gun up their ass, like, what do they say to you? What do they say?
Do they say freeze?
Yeah, they say stop where you are right now. Put your hands up, and then they bend over and
spread them.
The moon.
Stop, or my asshole will shoot.
They have crazy stories. Obviously, you got to imagine it's a very embarrassing thing to come in like that. As I said, the vast majority of these patients are men, usually in their mid-20s to 60 years old.
What the weirdest excuse you heard?
Yeah, I mean, I think slipping in the garage while working on the car, and that's how the
And a gun went up my ass.
up there.
Oh, the screwdriver.
So perfect shot. These people end up in a lot of trouble, too. They usually have to go to surgery to get those taken out, and the screwdrivers will often cause trauma to the colon. They end up with a colostomy temporarily, or a partial bowel resection, because the screwdriver will stick through the colon wall.
Are you in touch with the Mrs. Butterworth patient?
Because we'd like to put him or her on the phone right now.
I couldn't get in touch. It was too far up there. I couldn't get in touch with it.
Not with Mrs. Butterworth, with the person that had it.
Well, my concern is that, that's a lonely place up there for Mrs. Butterworth to be wandering around in shit cave by herself. And what I propose is
How do you know medical terminology?
Well, I went to DeVry. But what I'm saying is me and Howie pool our resources together, and out of the goodness of our hearts, Howie, we buy a bottle of Aunt Jemima and shove it up there, and the ladies can have a party. They can do some log rolling.
In the ring. In the ring.
Yeah.
That's a cage match. That's an ass match.
They could go log rolling. They could do all kinds of fun stuff. When you're not looking up people's asses, I noticed the hat. Are you out stealing 101 Dalmatians by any chance? Because
I'm trying not to steal the thunder away from Howie with this hat because, I just didn't want to.
Wow. Looking good.
You're really coddling that picture, Howie. Like you've been nursing it almost.
The Pam. I got the Pam. I'm making it my screensaver.
But
you're never going to cook this. Hey, Howie, if you want, I can send you dozens of others that are even more interesting than that.
Well, why would you? If you have more interesting, send one to where you just sent that.
Can I send it right now? I mean, is it going to be quick enough that they're going to be able to upload it for you?
I think it'll be faster than a bullet out of an ass. That's what I think.
You are so fast, let me tell you. Okay,
well, I don't think we need to be ridiculed by an ass doctor, Howie.
Hey, I'm not an ass doctor.
Well, put your finger in your mouth now and prove it. Put your finger in your mouth and prove it there. Tobacco stain. Okay. Okay. I think he's one of the funniest ass doctors I've ever met.
I'm telling you. If you were in the ER right now, you'd be rolling in the aisle.
Yeah, or shitting in the aisle.
Or you'd be waiting in the waiting room.
Can you imagine going in, though, with the whatever the object is still operating? So you go...
That has happened.
You be the patient. I'll make that sound.
Okay.
And you talk to Steve and say...
hello, Steve.
Hey, how you doing, Harlan?
Well, I'm doing better. I was making a smoothie, and I wanted the berries to be fresh, and the blender's up my ass. Hello?
Yeah,
Hello?
well, what speed were you on?
It's on frappe at the moment, and now it just went into whip. It went into whip mode. Okay, and there goes my fallopian tubes, and... Okay, now you're just making helicopter noises.
You're doing well. You got fallopian tubes. That's pretty good, brother.
I almost want to put something up my butt just so I can go in and see this guy.
You know what?
If I stuff a canoe paddle up there, are you free tomorrow at 4:00? Because this
4:30.
I'm in.
You have to hang on to it for another half hour.
Whoa, this guy's hilarious, dude. I'm telling you. I might put the whole canoe up my ass now just to go. Forget the paddle.
I don't think you should put a canoe. I think it should be kayak.
Oh, why?
Why kayak? Kayak
don't tell me what to put up my ass, sir. I'll decide what goes up there, not you.
Yeah, you can't. These days,
Jesus,
these days, you cannot tell somebody else what to put up their ass. This has to be your own decision, your own choice. My body, my choice.
You don't tell me what kind of watercraft goes up my chicken chow mein pipe, guy. That's up to me.
Would you ever put a dinghy in there?
There's been what?
The best way to do that is you put it up uninflated. You inflate it once it's in there.
Well, practice makes perfect, Steve.
I shouldn't be speaking from experience here, should I?
Did we get more stuff,
Tim?
Oh,
whatever
God.
that is.
What is that?
Oh, did you get that one?
I got one. It looks like a pen holder or a candlestick.
That's an altar boy's candle.
You and your wife need to get a little bit more creative in the bedroom, Howie.
That's what I always tell them.
Is that a paddle?
I think
it's an oar.
I think it's an altar boy's candle.
It's a canoe. That is. Do you see the batteries? Can you kind of see the shape
Is
of
it
the object?
Is the Energizer Bunny?
Oh,
It's something. It's an.
Is it a flashlight?
It's a flashlight.
No, it's a vibrator. It's a dildo, Howie.
Oh,
well, what's
God.
that doing up there?
Yeah.
It's
again,
there's a soundbite. It's a dildo, Howie.
What's that? Yeah. God.
I'm giving you lots of bites.
So that was a guy too?
They're all guys.
Yeah, you're not going to see
women aren't that dumb. The other thing we tell these guys is you need to tie a fishing line around it if you're going to do this, so you can pull it out yourself and not have to come into the hospital.
Wow, look at that! You're getting little how-tos.
Wow. Yeah.
Tie a fishing line.
Go to Bass Pro Shop and shove something up your
You got to
butt.
give me.
Next time you go to somebody's house and you're in the kitchen and you open the pantry, and they have like Pam and Mrs. Butterworth, but they all have fishing line hanging off the end of it. You're gonna know why.
Why? Yeah.
You're gonna know what's going on in that house for sure.
Has a girl named Pam ever come in with a can of Pam up Pam's?
No, but a boy named Sue did once.
This guy is hilarious.
He comes like they come right at you.
Okay,
people are not going to believe these are not pre-planned calls. Like they are not. This is not written, people. You are an improv genius.
I might put an 18-foot fishing trawler up my butt.
Give us a place. Yeah. Your ass. Give us an object. Ham.
Boom.
Give us a funny story.
Amazing.
Yeah.
He is.
I don't know if I don't know, Howie, about the way America is now, and things just keep on getting more and more allowable. Maybe we can have somebody come on AGT and do these things on stage.
Hilarious.
And maybe you, as the judge of the audience, can see a whole spectrum of objects next to him and tell him what to do.
He said spectrum.
So you have somebody come on the stage and they have just fishing line. They have just a fishing line hanging out of their...
Oh, maybe you have to guess what's up there.
Guess what? Forget about AGT. That's a game show.
Whose line is it anyway?
That was good. That was good.
You ready to ask the next question?
Wow. Wow.
Ask your associate.
No K on that.
Ask.
Ask the associate what?
Ask.
I have it. Here we go.
Oh, what do we got? Now what?
Look at this.
That's a fish hook.
There's a fish hook. There's a paper clip.
What's it in? Can
Stomach.
you see the slight outline of a body part there? You guys should recognize
that's in a wiener.
I hope you recognize it.
Is that in a
It
wiener?
is a wiener. Very good.
Who puts
the difference between an ass and a wiener? I'm proud of you, Harland.
Wait, there's a paper clip. There's a fishing hook, and then there's a tackle.
Those are the little fishing. Those are the line swivels that you would put on fishing line.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
it's like the leader.
Why
the
buy a
leader's-
rod when you have one?
Yeah.
What you can't see on that picture is that he put a metal machine washer around the base of his penis as a, I don't know what I can say on this, but I'll say it, as a cock ring. And
you were worried about after you sent us these pictures. You're worried about saying cock ring.
Yeah.
Hey,
He's
words
sensitive.
hurt,
He's sensitive.
So.
Yeah.
Words hurt.
So do fish hooks.
Fish hooks.
Yeah.
Pam hurts.
Yeah, fish hook doesn't hurt. So this gentleman had the cock ring put around his penis.
If you could not say that, if you could not say cock ring, please. This is
partner.
Say penis circle.
Yeah.
Yes, he put the metal penis ring down around the base.
Circle.
He
circle.
Then put the circle. Let's make a nice circle here. Circle jerk. Can we say that?
No, we can't.
No.
So next after the penis ring or circle was a paper clip that went in the
penis circle.
Bent swivels, and then the hook through the meatus of the urethra and out the side of the gland.
Meatus?
Wow. A meatus.
I know. That's why I won't do meatus and greets anymore.
Oh, yeah. So dirty.
These are great Latin words. Your meatus. So, yeah,
really
he woke up like that, and he came in, shall we say, very swollen and purple.
I think we're missing the bigger opportunity here.
What is that?
I'm a big game fisherman. Like, I'll go for a 400-pound tuna or a 600-pound sailfish off the coast of the Baja. You shove a fish hook inside your weenie, You toss that in the Sea of Cortez. You toss that off the coast of Boston. You're hooking into a game fish, a trophy fish, mounting it on a wall, taxidermied. A meaty penis with a fish hook is something big game fish can't resist.
You would stick your penis in a bass.
Yeah, I'm a bass guy.
Wow.
I would never stick it in a tit fish. I'm a bass man.
There you go. Well, these are great pictures that are now on my phone.
Yeah.
How do I
Thank you.
explain these to my wife?
You're screwed. You're screwed. It's over. It's over.
And just so everybody out there knows, there are no names. There's nothing identifying with these images, so there's no violation of HIPAA here.
Well, I got to say, I'm looking at what you sent. I'm reading the bottom of the reading, and it says April 17th, 19. It gives the hospital name. Oh, and here's the patient's name. The patient is.
Oh, it is no.
It is.
Don't you dare say that.
No, it is.
It shouldn't be there.
Well, it is. It's on the film right on the bottom here. So patient's name, for those that are interested, is...
Say it.
Look, he's getting nervous. Look at he's sweating.
It is not.
Okay.
You're turning the crap out of me, Howie.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, you did get me. So, the saddest story about this one with the gentleman with the fishing hook is he really didn't have any problems, but his partner was arrested because he didn't have a fishing license.
Hilarious. This guy is the Seinfeld of anus comedy. I mean, I'm telling you, this guy could fill an arena full of assholes.
And things that I've pulled out of him.
Wow. You're like a magician.
Yeah.
Right? Like who doesn't have a rabbit in the hat, but you got Pam in the ass.
Yeah.
That's a magic act that we don't see a lot.
Well, like I said, this would be a wonderful thing to put up on your stage. This is, we're going to collect all of these and do a coffee table book. And by your interest in them, I would say that this would probably be a nice seller for people to put on their coffee table.
What would you call it?
Picture. What would we call it? I'm open to some titles. Come on, Harland.
What are the dimensions of this book? Because I might not read it, but I might insert it.
It'll be a rectangle.
I'd say
a rectum tangle.
Yes.
I think it's got to be at least this big.
Yeah, that'll work.
Oh my
that'll
God.
work. Yeah.
Now, if you
that'll give Mrs. Butterworth something to read.
If you put that in your ass, is it not? I'm thinking of paper cuts.
Yeah.
Anal paper cuts.
Wow.
Well, that's a.
But have you heard the saying, "Find a needle in a haystack"?
Yeah.
So if you get a paper cut on your anus, try finding that cut amongst all those wrinkles. Not going to do it. It's almost impossible.
Or your anal fissures.
This guy
is
hilarious.
Hey, we're talking about fish hooks, anal fissures.
Hilarious.
Anal fisherman. You're like an anal fisherman.
Yeah.
There you go.
I think we've used up this call.
Yeah,
I think we got to put a new one in.
I think we got to say bye, Steve.
Can you stuff a new call up our butts?
Hey, guys, thank you. This is a pleasure.
Steve,
you guys are a lot of fun.
A lot of callers just call us and don't have any idea. And you came prepared. You sent us videos and pictures and images.
He came prepared, preparation H, actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
Harland and Howie. That was preparation H.
Yeah.
Harland and
There
Howie.
you go. I love it. We could come up with something. Well, listen, it really was a pleasure for me.
Before you go, are you going to show us your butt or not?
Just like this, man. My 501s. That's all I get. I hope that was enough, Harland.
No, it wasn't. Put your fingers in your mouth.
Okay. Bye. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Butterworth.
You're gonna get.
Thank you, guys.
Well, I feel like, All right.
Is that another episode? Yeah. This is always the uncomfortable. You're not gone, Steve.
Oh, geez, Louise. And here my wife came in. She was going to put some...
Okay, I think that's like he's going down an asshole. Look at him.
Up an asshole.
Yeah.
Wow.
Was it down or up?
I don't know. That was a great episode.
That was an assisode, really.
An assisode.
Yeah.
When a stranger puts something up their ass.
Yeah.
You know what we should do?
Oh, don't say it.
Let's go buy a kayak.
What if we get some Pam, spray the kayak, and then... My man.
You learn something new every day. Ta-ta for now. Thanks for calling.
Who says ta-ta?
I just did.
I know, but guy.
Boom.
Oh, still hung up on Tata. If you're gonna laugh at me,